Hey, what's up, everybody? Talk Guy the Fresh Zombie here. Uh, Executionist. This is Sacrament of the Sick. Great thrash. Um, two brothers, I think. I forgot where I saw that. Maybe in here. But two brothers. Freaking just did the whole thing. One guy plays the drums, the other guy does everything else. The Tristan Ash and Brett Ash. Then they have a live bassist because the guy can't play bass and the guitar at the same time. So for live, they have Austin Rose. But yeah, it's just two brothers. These two over here doing everything. Good shit, man. Good stuff right here. Anyway, as I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, I'm Todd Guy, the Thrashing Zombie. This is the listening booth. My monthly, bi-monthly series I do where I show you everything I listened to in the past month or 2 months. One time I think it was 3 months, but it's August 3rd. So, this is 3rd, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 3rd. Figured I'd get out of the way last month, maybe the month before. I think it was just from last month. Let's start with this one. Smashing Pumpkins' greatest hits. It's called Rotten Apples. I'm in the process of listening to this. I haven't had a whole lot of time to listen to music, really, or I just haven't really felt like it. I do listen to a lot of music at work in an earbud, so that could be why. I don't know. But yeah, this is a good mix of all their hits. Today, 1979, Bullet with Butterfly Wings, typical stuff. I went back and listened to this, Possessed, Revelations of Oblivion. Good, kind of satanic thrash in a way. Well, I'm thinking of another band where I thought a song was on here, but it's on the Onslaught's last one. Onslaught. No More Room in Hell's on here, though. That's good songs. Shadow Cult, Omen, Ritual. It's a good return, man. And a lot of people said it was pretty good. So the Flotsam and Jetsam from Record Store Day. This is High. Doesn't really sound the greatest in my ears on this. But it's okay. This was done by No Life Till Metal, which is Scott Waters. Owns it, runs it. I don't really know. I think he may own it, but he has his own channel, Scott Waters, on YouTube. Been around in the business for quite a while. He knows his shit. But yeah, he puts out some albums every so often from bands actually he puts out a lot. What am I saying? He reissued a couple of the Deliverance albums, if you like that. He did this. Some other ones. There's not a whole lot of ones that I really wanted. They're more, I don't want to say obscure, but not as popular albums, I guess. Or well-known, maybe that's a better word. But anyway, No Life Till Metal reissue. This is first time on vinyl in North America. It's on the blue. I'm sure everybody saw this. Record Store Day. Said it was a regional release. I actually got it for a fairly good price. So, I don't think there's a lot of people actually looking for this album. But I like some Flotsam and Jetsam. So, next up, Voivods. Synchro Anarchy. Yeah, Synchro Anarchy. Was this their last one? Some green vinyl. Before that covers album, or no, not covers, re-recordings of their old stuff. I don't remember, but anyway, this is a good album. Like some Voivod as well. Not as their first few albums were thrashy, but they're sounded also chaotic. But this is a more mature sound. It sounds really good. Entombed, Left Hand Path. First two Entombed albums, even the first three, I guess. Three's a little bit different. But the first two are just amazing. These are the full dynamic range version I got from Earache. This one, Wolverine Blues and Clandestine, they're all full dynamic range versions, so they sound fucking amazing, like they're supposed to. But yeah, these I have all three issues of them because these probably were not cheap. I don't think I've ever looked them up, but first two original copies of these probably fucking a lot. Nirvana's Unplugged in New York, Target exclusive. Everybody probably knows this album. You know, it was huge. I think that CD's over. Is it? Nope. There's one more. Cars, Panorama. A bit darker than your usual stuff. Not like really dark, but it's got a Touch and Go. And it's really the only song I know from here, but Cars, good band. Sodom's Tapping the Vein, this reissue. 2 vinyls, 2 record set. One is the original album in its original form, and then the second one is called Redux. I don't know if it's just remastered or re-recorded. I didn't listen to it. I may go back and check it out at some point, but it's got the original and it's got the Redux. So, yeah, tapping. Anybody checked out the new Sodom album, The Arsonist? I bought it on vinyl because after they sell out or whatever, they're hard to find. So I figured I'd just get it. I can't find any old Sodom albums either. Oxygen Destroyer. Oxygen Destroyer. It's a long title. Sinister monstrosities spawned by the unfathomable ignorance of humankind. The first album is basically about Godzilla, but not like Blue Oyster Cult's Godzilla. They never actually explicitly say Godzilla in the songs. But if you read through the lyrics, a couple of them are about certain Godzilla movies. And actually, I think the first album was all just like the first movie or first few movies or something. But then the second one incorporates Godzilla and other giant monsters into monster movies about the songs. It's like, I don't remember what one was, but it was like an American movie. The Creature from 20,000 Depths or something like that. It was one of those movies. And then the third one is all about the Gamera trilogy. Gamera is this guy, giant flying turtle. The third one is called Guardian of the Universe, and that's what the trilogy was basically the first one, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really watch a lot of Gamera. But yeah, that's the one's all about Gamera. They got permission from the creator or whoever owns it. That's why Gamera is on here. Yeah. No Godzilla. The creature looks like Godzilla, but not Godzilla. Aerosmith's greatest hits. All the greatest hits on here, man. Dream On, Same Old Song and Dance, Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, Back in the Saddle, Last Child, which I don't really know, Draw the Line, Kings and Queens, Come Together, Remember Walking in the Sand. So, Last Child, Draw the Line, King and Queens, Come Together, Remember. I don't really know those songs. The other ones I do know because they were played on the radio all the time, and they still are to this day. Well, not really. I think they're probably considered oldies by now. Let's start this over. Give them guys some freaking some play, man. Blue Oyster Cult Spectres. Speaking of Godzilla, this is on there. I think I'll just go through a Blue Oyster Cult phase, maybe. Yeah, because there's 3 of them in here, so yeah, Spectres. And then we got Secret Treaties. This is a great album too. Career Evil on here. Subhuman. Dominance and Submission, great. ME262, great. Cagey Cretins. Harvester of Eyes, amazing song. Flaming Televast also has Astronomy. Their late 70s work, or early 70s, whatever it is. This is probably the best. This album has got tons of great songs on it. So many people don't know them besides Burning for You and Don't Fear the Reaper. But they have so many great songs. This is Tyranny in Mutation. This is another one that I really liked. Like the first 3 or 4, I think, are great. The Red and the Black, OD'd on Life Itself, Hot Rails to Hell, 7 Screaming Dizbusters is on here. Baby Ice Dog, Wings Weighted Down, great tune. Teen Archer, Mistress of the Salmon Salt, Quicklime Girl. Just a fucking great. I love them. I love Blue Oyster Cult, the early stuff. Actually, I like all their albums. They're not. I don't think they're really taking themselves that seriously. It's so good. And another Oxygen Destroyer. This is Bestial Manifestations of Malevolence and Death. So this looks like Godzilla, but it's not. It's a little different. Godzilla has never had these things on his head, and the whole face looks wrong. But and that is not Mothra either. It's just a creature that looks like Mothra. Oxygen Destroyer. It's almost gore grindy in a way, but it's just death metal. But it's got some gore or death grind, or not gore grind, death grind sort of vocals and the certain points. But oh look, another Blue Oyster Cult. This is their first album, self-titled. Like I said, I was in a Blue Oyster Cult kick for a bit. Transminacon MC, I'm on the Lamb, I Ain't No Sheep. Then came The Last Days of May, Stairway to the Stars, that was a great tune. Before the Kiss and Red Cap. Screams, She's as Beautiful as a Foot. Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll. Workshop of the Telescopes and Redeemed. Kind of science fiction-y in a way, but also weird, like She's as Beautiful as a Foot. I mean, what? It's so good though. I love the Oyster Cult. Can't say that enough. Gruesome's latest album. I did a review on this. This is Silent Echoes. If you want to check out the review over on the Damage Incorporated network, it's up on there. Not a great review because it was my first one ever, and I felt like I was reading from a script, which I kind of was, and I was trying not to sound that way. Anyway, Condemned Identity, Frailty, great songs. Voice Within the Void is great for instrumental. Reason Denied, A Darkened Window. If you'd like the band Death, check Gruesome out. They are kind of doing a thing where they follow Death's trajectory, kind of trying to emulate them, but not steal their music, but what's the word I'm looking for? To basically say how good Death was as a band, down to the font and everything. Check Gruesome out. Just check Gruesome out. They're great. If you like the band Death. If you want some new Death tunes, Gruesome will fit the bill for you. Death Angel, Frolic Through the Park. Original copy. I thought about getting the reissue they did. It was a 2-record set for that one. And they had songs added that I see that are streaming on streaming services. They have like Witches of Nave. Is that on that, or was that on the first one? I don't remember. But there's that one, and then 1 or 2 other songs on there. So that's why it's 2-record set. This does not have Witches of Nave. But I wanted one that I knew from when I was a kid. And this was what I knew when I was a teenager. So Bored was the first time I heard by Death Angel. And then I got the album, and then the album kind of underwhelmed me at first. But back then we had to listen to what we bought, so listen to it, and one of my favorite Death Angel albums. Third Floor, Road Mutants, Why You Do This, Bored, Confused. The only letdown is the cover of Cold Gin, because I'm not a big Kiss fan. Blood Incantation, right? Yeah, Blood Incantation's latest album, Absolute Elsewhere. Great sci-fi, technical death metal, with some slow bits in there that are kind of like the last thing they did, Time Warp Zero or Time Wave Zero, whatever it was. It wasn't even like really metal. It was some weird, I don't even know what. But some people liked it. I didn't. But this kind of incorporates a little bit of that here, which kind of works in my opinion. So it's a pretty good album. The day Ozzy, or the day after, I don't know, either the day or the day after Ozzy passed, I listened to this. Listened to the cassette of Bark at the Moon, or no. Was it Bark at the Moon? No, it was Blizzard of Oz. I basically listened to his last great album, and then listened to his first album. So, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne, No Rest for the Wicked. He'll be missed. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Infest the Rat's Nest. Their first thrash album. They change genres like every album, so if you like metal, Infest the Rat's Nest, and there was another one afterwards, which I can never remember. Somebody told me what it was when I showed that in the final update, but I can't remember what it is. And then let's end on a bad note. Metallica's Load. Why did I buy this? Maybe to complete the collection. All I need now is Reload. I even have Saint Anger on vinyl. So, yeah. It's not as bad as I remember. It's still not great. It's not a metal album. It's a hard rock album. I mean, there are parts in there a little heavy, but I know Load, Reload, and Saint Anger all get a bunch of hate, but trying to keep an open mind here, so anyway, yes. Executionist, bandcamp.com. You want to check these guys out. I think they're really fucking great. I love this kind of thrash metal, so. Alright, thanks for watching. Till next time, rock on. Yeah, rock on. Here we go.